What's going on YouTube? This is Andre Classic Cuts reporting live, and in this video I'm basically gonna give you guys my outlook or my review over the Easy Blade. Like, I'm gonna just give y'all my take, and I'm actually compare it to my old blade just so y'all can get a good comparison of exactly what you're gonna get when you buy this product. I'm also gonna go over the gel at the end of comparing the two blades. So let's get into this review. The blades are sold separately, unfortunately, but the best blades to get, or one of the top blades to get, is your Dorco Prom Platinum blades. These blades are like legit, and they're easy to actually put on and off the Easy Blade. And on top of that, they're only like $12 for about 100 on Amazon. Like, you cannot beat that price. So from there, I'm pretty much gonna show you guys how to actually get your blades, get started opening it up. So you pretty much slide it out like gum. Then from there, you actually open it up. Well, I'm gonna open it up just to show you guys how the blade looked beforehand, because some of you guys probably never seen it. So this is how it looked. This is the Dorco blade, and from there we're gonna obviously break it into two pieces, and it's gonna give us two separate blades. So obviously it's still in the package. Let's say that I didn't take it out, of course, and you'll bend it all the way on the left side until you hear a pop. Then from there you'll go all the way to the right side, and you'll actually bend it again, and you'll hear a pop. Bam. And then from there you already have two blades, and you're ready to start giving somebody that sharp razor work from there. So basically from there, while it's in the package, you pretty much take one out, and as you can see at the bottom of the blade now, you can see that it has specific ridges. Based off those ridges, those they're there just so it could actually line up with the two dots that's on the Easy Blade. That's where the blade is basically gonna sit. That way it doesn't go too far down into the blade or anything. So first we're gonna pretty much open up our Easy Blade, and those are the two dots that I was just talking about. We're gonna bring down our first lever, which actually keeps everything nice and tight and held together. From there you can actually see on the sides where you can actually open up the blade. So you can pretty much just put your finger there and then pretty much separate those two parts right there, and then you're able to actually put the blade onto the two dots and line it up perfectly. You literally just put your nail there and then just slide it up. Doesn't really matter. Sometimes it just opens by itself once that bottom lever is down, like how mine is right now, and boom, that's exactly how it's gonna look. And as you can see, the two dots, you're gonna just line up the blade with those two dots and make sure that it's all the way down as far as possible. That way it's just resting there and you don't end up sliding out or anything. And from there, you're gonna pretty much already have your blade, and you're gonna be ready to go, and your Easy Blade will be ready to give people razor sharp lineups. The Easy Blade itself, it costed me $25. I feel like the blade is definitely worth it because of everything that you actually get with it. It's the little details that really just stand out for me. Like, for example, you can see really close to the center of the blade, you have an area where you could use a Phillip and actually screw in how tight or how loose you actually want the blade to be, versus the average blade that you'll buy, you really don't even get that option at all. Also, you can see towards the blade area right below it, you actually have ridges for when you want to actually place your thumb or place your nail to have a perfect positioning for lining somebody up in an extremely tight area, because not everybody's edge up or line up or the actual bar area is always the same. Certain areas could be really tight or really bigger, so it's good to just have that option just to move your thumb up and down, or just to really get into like them really tight spaces. That's just another thing for me that I thought was really dope. That stabilization, it really do come in clutch. Also, I like the fact that let's say that you're putting up the blade and you're finished with it. A lot of people's blades, one, they don't really have a cover to cover them up. This one, it pretty much has a cover with the back part of it, the back area. So when you close it up, the blade is completely covered. It's not going to cut anything. The blade isn't going to become dull or anything, even though you should still always replace it. But let's say that you set it down, you know for sure that at least it's closed and it won't mess up anything else or cut any other products that you have in your barber case. Here's like my older razor blades. You can see how big they are. That's one thing that I realized. Like, they're so big to the point that you have to really know what you're doing when you're using these. And on top of that, I'll say that these are a little bit more sharper. But on top of that, I just feel like I don't like the fact that it's so big compared to the Easy Blade. With the Easy Blades, you have more room to make a mistake, or you have more room to like adjust if you see that there's a different lining area on the head that could be changed. With this one, it's like once you use it one time or you cut a certain area, it's so much that you have to look out for when you're actually using these versus having the Easy Blades. You can really just knock out a small portion and then just go all along the head. You can clearly see the Easy blades particularly, or the double edge blades, they're half the size of the normal straight razor blades. So that's one thing I really like about the Easy Blade also, was just the fact that it actually gave the option of having the smaller blades. You can't beat that. Also, the Persona blades are way more expensive. Just for 3 or 4 of them, it's about $5 versus having 100 Doko blades. Like I had said before, it's just a billion times better. And the double edged blade comes with 2, of course. But something else I'll actually put in for the Persona blades is that they're way more, like they'll last way longer. Like it's some people that don't even use the blade, they just use particularly just the razor of it. They don't even use the actual full-blown blade because those are so durable and they won't break and they'll last for such a long time. As you can see, here's my straight razor, and right there in the center of the blade you can see that you can't adjust the opening and closing of the blade. So that's the one thing that I was just saying that Easy Blade pretty much took over with that. And here you go, like me like closing it, and you can see it could pretty much reopen on the other side, and the other side is pretty much open to cut anything or any product that's in the inside of your case. So that's one thing that I thought that the Easy Blade was much better with. And lastly, if you look, the blade takes up about 80% of the whole entire area, and you're limited to such a small area to actually put your thumb to cut. So if you have a really big hands, that little area just isn't enough for you to actually use to cut. It all depends on the person. And also the Easy Blade, it also comes with a case, which is dope to just secure your product that you just bought. I'm not sponsored by this video or anything. I just really like the Easy Blade product. I just want to say shout out to them over there. And also, I'm about to get into the review of the actual gel product that you guys can actually get to. It only costs $10, which I thought was pretty cheap. For the gel, it smells amazing and refreshing. What's also dope is the fact that when you rub it in, it's actually clear. I was kind of hesitant about the green gel, but after you actually rub it in, it actually becomes clear and it holds over a course of just 2 minutes, which is cool. Instead of actually having like a type of gel that pretty much runs down or just get everywhere and end up making a mess. It actually holds the hairs in place. And like I said, the gel is only just $10. I mean, like, this is a steal. Y'all should definitely hop on this, especially if you're big on using a razor blade, because this is perfect for holding the hairs in specific positions. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to Andre Classic Cuts, my YouTube channel, of course. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at ClassifyKeys. And definitely don't forget to follow me up on that gram, because I drop exclusive footage on the daily that I don't put on neither one of the other social medias. So definitely add me to all those.